Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. In this video we take a closer look at how machine-made marbles are carefully decorated and enhanced with fabulous fine line stringer work and confetti applications. Please welcome glass artisan Jim Storsberg as he walks us through some of the specific techniques of the various handcrafted detail work that can be found on some of your favorite machine-made marbles.
Well, we'll start with the stringers, and I have two different kinds. I have one that's glass coated stringers, and then I have plain stringers. We're going to do them both. They attach to the glass in a different way, and they have a different diameter. This one is a little bit more thick than this one.
And that's a goldstone?
This is a goldstone. It's a man-made product. It's non-glass. There's no gold in it and there's no stone in it. It's a man-made material. But it does blend well with glass and it melts into the glass.
Awesome. Perfect too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you need. All right, so now we're at the stream of glass. We're going to do a mock-up demonstration
Yes.
in front of the sink.
In order to stream the aventurine into the glass that's coming out of the furnace, before it gets into the orifice or the cutter of the orifice, we roll this thing through a tube into the glass.
Awesome.
If you do it straight up and down, you get a thin line. If you turn it on its side, you get a fat line.
Nice. So you can
change the diameter of the ribbon on the marble based on turning it.
That's fascinating.
Okay?
Yeah, that's cool.
And what we use to feed it is just strictly an alligator clip that's on the end of a fishing pole. And I used it and I wrapped it in fireproof tape so that when you get to the heat,
Right,
it won't melt.
Yeah.
It won't melt.
Wow.
So
this tube represents
the tube that is attached to the tank. We just rest the rod inside so that we get a good clean break of the glass like that.
Right, so that tube acts as a guide.
It's a guide. If you try to do it, and I've tried to do it by hand, you can't get a straight line.
Wow.
You've got to have some support.
And that's how you decorate the
And that's how you
contrast.
decorate the outside of the marble.
Immediately after the stringer work is applied, the cutting shears slice the glass stream into molten slugs. And they fling onto a directing chute, and they drop right onto the marble rolling screws. And it is with those three final actions that the design of each particular marble is born. While some marbles made right next to each other may be very similar, every single marble coming down the run has its own unique born-on-time fingerprint and appearance.
Then we have glass stringers, and we're going to be applying different colors. So let's say that I have a dark blue glass that Dave's added to the tank, which might be, let's say, dark blue aventurine or cobalt blue.
Okay.
Then I'm going to feed a light blue in there to kind of offset it so it brings it out a little bit. And it's just going to be an experiment on a few marbles.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you can control the color combination.
So we control the color combination. Then we have black dichroic stringers.
Nice.
I don't know if you can see those going up.
Yeah, you have the flashy blues and greens in
Right.
there.
So that when it hits the glass, as we feed it, it's going to be different colors on top of the marble.
That's an opaque material?
This is an opaque material, but it is black-based dichroic. You can't use clear base because it will not show up. Okay?
Gotcha.
It has to have a backing, and the black is the backing.
Right.
Then we're going to run heavy blue aventurine stringers.
Yeah, that's a real deep indigo.
It's a real deep blue.
Yeah, and you're going to try and find a spot in the run where you have a opaque white.
With white. With
yeah.
white. So when Dave puts the white glass in, because we're going to switch between white and clear, that should show up really nice.
The wider swirls you see on a marble are usually the result of the cullet that is introduced at the furnace swirl door. And these will be met with Jim's work at the stream before the cutters. All the swirls in this gallery, including the aventurines, are a result of those entries that occur at the furnace door. Here's Jim prepping his chunks.
We're trying to make a few chunks here.
Yeah.
We're running.
Oh yeah. I hear it. I hear it come. First marble down the run.
We like to apply frit or dust to the outside of the marble after it's been cut and it reaches the rollers. When it reaches the rollers, we apply certain types of material. For example, if you can see this is gold dust.
Oh yeah.
And then we take this and I position it on the arm of the tank. And I've learned that when you feed it, you don't actually shake it. The vibration from the machine actually lets the glass slowly out so you don't get a whole glob at once. It sprinkles it lightly. I let the machine do the work. All I do is twist it to feed the glass.
Yeah, you're just setting it up. You're almost like you're taking a full billiard
Almost
shot.
like that. Yeah, you don't do anything with it, but let the machine vibrate.
And let it shake it out.
And let it shake it out. Oh, cool. And then we're going to be putting in some Kugler powder.
All right.
And let me see. I might do something here. Well, the Kugler powder, it looks.
Oh wow.
You see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now, what do you see here? The same color.
Right.
This is the powder from this
Kugler
material. When it hits the hot glass, it actually changes color just a little bit.
I see.
And it comes out a very strange orangish. It's a hue.
It changes.
It changes color. It's beautiful. This is one here that is a cobalt blue frit.
Yes. Nice.
But we'll be using approximately 6 or 7 different colors. We only use the frit color in the beginning so that we can create what we call a guinea.
Right.
The guinea from the marbles we make are different than the guineas that Christensen made. Christensen let the glass go into the surface of the glass, and then they did a thing they called stretching. And when they stretched those colors, it blended it in. This, we have no way of doing that.
I see.
So when the frit hits the glass, it stays right there.
Right.
It goes into the surface, and the rollers will make it smooth, but we can't stretch it. We have no way of doing that.
Occasionally you'll see accidental type of stretching, but it's not like you see in the guineas where you can really...
It's not even close to the guineas.
Yeah.
But that's what everybody calls today's guinea.
And here's the fabulous Linda Moore Simmons, modeling some of her father's hard-to-find Vitro confetti marbles. Vitro made an experimental run of confettis at their Parkersburg location, and it's been documented that they attempted it at the Anacortes plant as well. Vacor De Mexico riffed on several models of confettis, but the granddaddy of the McCullough era confettis started in 1997 with the DT Special, which was an experimental mica frit applied on industrial marbles. Only about 100 or so of these were produced. The mica was donated by its namesake, Mr. David Temulevich.
One of my favorite colors is to put large gold aventurine with cobalt blue, and I do that for Dave for West Virginia colors. So we do that with solid white marble.
I see.
And we put gold and blue frit on it. We call that Dave's West Virginia.
That's your signature colors.
That's right.
Here's a peek at what may be the future of marble experimentals at D.A.S. These marbles have glow dust applied at the rollers. They were first attempted at the 2022 Appalachian Sunrise run. The glowing materials here do not need ultraviolet light for them to react. They glow in the dark on their own. These marbles are fully phosphorescent. Here's a few collages from some of my favorite fritty types from both the Jabo contract and the D.A.S. contract runs. I'm not sure what my problem is, but I really like the chunky ones that bump up on the surface. Thank you very much, Mr. Jim Storsberg, for your detailed explanations, and thank you for watching Vintage Machine Made Marbles.